If someone wanted to get started in rental cars today, like I'm talking about today, how fast could they see their first check? I mean, check not $1 million. I'm talking about check like $100, $200. How fast they can see their first return?
I didn't know how to market, and I didn't really know how to really network. Well, that was networking, but I didn't really know how to go into the rooms and talk. But I knew people. I knew people that knew people. So I knew, all right, I do good business with this one person. You feel me? They gonna spread the word, and next thing you know, I got 50 cars.
Do you advise for people that don't have good credit and they get into economy cars, 5K, 6K, 7K, do those pay here and pay now, buy here, pay here loans, a Rolls Royce Cullinan, a Cybertruck, yours, you into some top quality cars, but do you own these cars?
Nope. For free. A lot of people don't know is those cars come with free warranties for 5 to 6 years. You feel me? Toyota warranty is like 6 years, 100,000 miles. You feel me? So anything go wrong with that car, anything go wrong with that engine, that transmission, you take it to them, they fixing it for free.
What's up, y'all? So, we back, the Funded and Closed podcast, where we're showing people how they can go ahead and close on businesses, close on real estate, just close on different investments, but how we're going to be talking about on these episodes, how people actually funded those, because 63% of people don't get started in business because they don't have access to capital, don't have access to funding. So a lot of people don't get started, but the whole point of this podcast is to show people different and creative ways that they can actually start. Because I don't want people to not start their dream, not start their business, not start the things that's going to set them free. And because of lack of money, because there's different ways you guys can do, from credit cards to grants to loans to just hustle. There's so many different ways to partnerships. And each person I'm bringing on one of these episodes to talk about how they actually got started their business, but leaving the clues and leaving the exact steps so you guys can do the exact same thing. So I'm actually excited today. I'm always excited when I get I feel like I got the best life in the world, where I get to, do my dream stuff, buy houses, fix them up, teach people how to do it, but also have 7- and 8-figure conversations with individuals. And I'm learning and also talking to them as well. So I'm just excited about doing that. I'm grateful for that. But today I want to bring on an individual. There's a couple different things I want to add into this. But one of the best rental car companies in the world, when it comes to actually efficiency, when it comes to, variety, when it comes to actually on point, when it comes to they actually have a real legitimate business, when it comes to, being literally probably the youngest, when it comes to the amount of vehicles, the option. I'm talking about when you have a couple different boxes when it comes to rental car companies, he checks off all of those different boxes. So what I want to introduce my guy, Tymir with Epoch Rentals. Bro, what's up? What's up? How you feeling?
What's up, bro? Feeling good. How you know?
I'm good. So before we go ahead and get started, right, and I want to get right into it because I know this is a topic that I'm talking about. I have a lot of, free, you came to them, free networking events and I have, I get on teach on Zoom, and rental cars comes up a lot in the conversation. So I think this is going to be really good because a lot of people can, touch on this. But first and foremost, before we get started, I want to just give you your flowers. I truly, truly, truly am proud of you. Like, I genuinely say that. Because you remind me of me so I got started in real estate when I was 23. So I got started in real estate in 2017. I'm 30 now, so let's say 23, 7 years ago. But you're doing it on a higher level than I was. When I first got started, I was just getting busy. I was making money. I was doing my thing. But I didn't have a business set up. I was hustling, just making money. You actually got a business. You got a storefront. You got actual business set up. And I think that's dope, because I think that's what separates individuals. A lot of people can start a business, they can hustle, but a lot of people don't have staff. They don't have employees. They don't have actual brick and mortar place. They don't got an actual thing. They don't got policies and procedures, SOPs. Like, you have all of that. And I think that's dope. So I honestly admit, like, yo, you got the same hustle I had, but I ain't have all that stuff. I was just moving around trying to make things happen. I eventually got to that, but like, you got it at the age. So I think that's dope. So one, I want you to just, introduce yourself and just say, like, what made you actually get into the rental car business? Right. Well, before we actually get into why you get into it, stamp yourself. How many cars you got? You know, how many years you've been doing this? And, you know, what's the kind of fleet you have?
Started out by introducing myself. I'm Tymir. I got about a fleet of probably like 65 cars right now. About like 65 cars right now. The main thing that like crazy.
That's crazy.
It sounds good, but it's like super stressful. But anything that's coming with, you know, success is stressful. The main thing that like got me like wanting to do rental cars was like, when I tell people this, they be like, yeah, the mother of my child, she told me she was pregnant. And when she told me that, at the time, I wasn't as comfortable with myself as like I am now. So I knew it was like, all right, I gotta level my life up. Like at the time I was working for the post office, I was driving tractor trailer for the post office. I started off everything by driving trucks. Got my CDL at 21 years old and was driving trucks. Well, I got my CDL at 18 years old and was driving trucks from 18 to 21. Started off everything early, played no games. But when she told me that, I'm like, all right, I'm making a lot of money for my age, but I don't have a lot of time. And me not growing up with a father, it kind of hit different. Whereas though like, all right, I don't have no father in my life. So it's like, I need to make time. I need to have as much time as possible as I can make for my daughter, for me to be in her life. Like, I don't want to be at work 50 hours out the week and 60 hours out the week and missing her whole life. So I'm like, all right, I got to kind of like step it up and create some change towards though I'm in her life every day. Like we can freely go to the park, or we can do anything, or we can freely take trips and just like, you know, be financially free to give her what she wants, give her the life that I never had. You know what I'm saying? But that was the main reason that got me into doing rental cars. I got my credit situated, and then when somebody gave me the blueprint, we're gonna talk later about
we're gonna get into that. So before we get started, I know we poured us a drink. So the whole point of these drinks right here is not, you know, we just drink just a drink, but just to, you know, ease the conversation, comfortable. Also, too, the goal is by the time that cup gets empty, you're gonna be a little more comfortable, and we're gonna pretty much gonna be 30 minutes into the episode.
Real comfortable.
Yeah, to where I want to get into not only to talk about, because I believe there's nothing wrong with having fun and spending money, spending investment money, not your personal hard-earned money. So I put my money in investments. Like we own this building right here, and there's multiple apartments in this building. Those apartments pay me, and then I could take that money and go ahead and do fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you put together a business where people rent cars, and then you could take that money. So I want you to talk about, when we get later on, you know, I'm gonna let you, you know, ease into it. When we get to that point, I want you to talk about like, you know, these are some of the things, the fun things I did. Just be super transparent. So that's just I want to explain that, the rules of this whole thing. But one thing I do want to touch on, because you said a couple different things. First and foremost, you got your CDL at 18. What kind of mindset did you have at 18? Because there's a lot of people at 18 that's still trying to like, I don't want to say still trying to figure out, because there's nothing wrong. 18, 20, 21, 22, 20, there's nothing wrong with figuring out, because that's still kind of early. But for you to have like, yo, I'm about to go get my CDL, I'm about to do this at 18 is a little, I would grant it, it's advanced and not advanced at the same time. It should be the normal, but it's not the normal. Let's put it like that. What kind of mindset did you have, or why did you have that mindset?
So like I stated before, I didn't have a pop, but I had uncles.
Okay.
So all my uncles was like either in the streets or, you know, I had some ones that worked 9 to 5. So I chose the path to follow the ones that worked 9 to 5. You feel me? I had two uncles where as though one of them was an owner operator.
That's powerful.
Yeah. I had one uncle where as though he was an owner operator. He owned his own truck. He had a few trucks. And then I had another uncle where as though he worked for Pico. He drove tractor trailers for Pico for about 15 years, right? So I always followed after him, right? So he always taught me like credit was important. You need to do this, you need to do that. You know, when you're young, you listening, but you're not really listening. And that was probably at the age of 16, like where he was telling me like, yo, credit is important. Like credit is important, and stay away from females. Like that was
say that again.
Credit is important, and stay away from females. You feel me? He told me that, and I never took it for granted. And that was at like the age of 16 years old. 17 years old, I'm riding around, I'm bumping Jay-Z. I'm listening to whole, like everything he's saying, like I'm taking it in. The the phrase he said that changed my life was he said, you know what's more important than throwing away money in the strip club? Credit. You feel me? And that, like, all right, hearing it from my uncle, knowing he not really using the credit, you're not really gonna take it serious. But hearing it from
a whole nother
person, oh yeah, this shit serious.
Yeah.
This shit serious.
Yeah.
So at 17, I'm like, all right, I need to start educating myself on credit. So every day I'm watching videos like how you build, like how do I get a 7 up score? Is it deeper than the score? Is it like, what is the real definition of having good credit? Like is it the score? Is it the credit report? Like I'm doing deep research on everything. Like I'm trying to figure out, all right, how can I get to the status of having good credit? You feel me? Because I know that's how you really stun on them. Like it's not about the cash you got, it's about the credit. The cash is cool, but it's really about the credit. You know what I'm saying? But doing research at a young age, 17 years old, riding around bump a hole, all my friends laughing at me. You feel me?
Yeah.
The same people like laughing at me, you feel me? Now they're just now, stuff that I was doing at 17, 16 years old. They just catching on. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ride around bumping Hove, listening to Hove, just soaking in everything he's saying, like every single thing he's saying. And he kind of like formed my mindset. Like he changed my mindset towards life. You feel me? Because he was a person from a community like where we from. We broke. We came from poverty. We poor, Section 8, welfare, food stamps, all that shit. And seeing a person that's coming from where you came from to where he is now, all off of basically, you know, marketing yourself, networking, building your credit,
believing.
You feel me? Trusting in the goal, just, you know, staying focused and just like, yeah, like, all right, I know we not gifted, we don't come from money. So it's like, what's the cheat code? What's the easiest way to get to where you want to get to, knowing that you don't have the money to do it? Credit. Yeah. You go to the bank, you get 75,000, you get 55,000. You feel me? So what really formed my mindset was like listening to Hove.
I respect that, and it's funny because I was watching Hove 60 Minutes, and she asked him. She said, "You know, you heard the thing around where people would take the dinner with you or take the money." He said, "Take the money." He said, "Because the dinner with me, I'm gonna say the same thing I was saying in my album." And you just solidifying that. A couple things with that is like people don't understand that what you listen to can take you to the next level or it can drop your level.
It can trap you.
When I first got started in real estate, like not even when I first got started in real estate, but when I first said I need to go in and figure something out, I cut music off for 12 months. A lot of people don't believe it. I literally cut music. I deleted the app. And I only listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts and Eric Thomas. When I tell you, when people say like you listen to Eric Thomas, I can't. I don't listen to Eric Thomas as much no more because I played him out for 12 months straight. Some things I was listening to the same thing. The whole you want to as bad as you want to breathe. I listen to all of that.
I was listening to him in the gym.
All of that. I'm talking about all of that. But it made me grind hard because that's just in my. So what I challenge people that really want to like take it to the next level, but they start from ground zero, you need to cut what you listen to and change that. That's what really, I did this study with myself, right? I tested myself. I said, I'm going to listen to Moneybag and different things like that for 1 week, and then I'm going to listen to only podcasts 1 week. I started looking at my searches on Instagram, my searches on YouTube, and my searches on Google. I realized the week that I was listening to Moneybag, I was looking at more of cars, like luxury cars. I was looking at more of clothes. I was looking at more of like flashy things. When I was listening to more podcasts the whole week, I realized I was more on Zillow that week. I was more on Little Business that week. I was looking more on House that week. You don't realize that the problem is a lot of people think they're stronger than what they really are. Your subconscious mind is way stronger than what you think. That stuff that you listen to subconsciously is really affecting you. So
it's brainwashing you without even knowing. Like
exactly.
you don't even know it's brainwashing you, but in reality, it's really. All right, I'm listening to Moneybag. Yo, I'm listening to all these rappers is just, you know, speaking money, cash, cars, clothes. You feel me? But the way that they doing it is like, it's just brainwashing. People don't even realize it's making sense for them. But it's not making sense. They getting paid off of that. They got a different lifestyle. You're not getting paid off of this. So that's the first thing I want to say. For people to like, if you want to start your path on changing your life, cut what you listen to because
So, for example, like what I want to say is, if you know that you have, let's say, for example, you have a drinking problem, don't put yourself in a room with drinks. You get what I'm saying? Just, I know I'm not strong enough to say no. Let me just remove myself. I know my body, my subconscious isn't strong enough to cancel out the BS that the rappers are saying. Let me just not listen to it. So that's the first thing I would say for individuals. But, you know, to get back to you specifically, one other thing too is, like you said, you didn't have, you know, your daddy, and like, you know, my pop was in my life, but my pop worked till like 10 o'clock every single night. So I relate to that, you know, somewhere. I can't say all the way, but he was always working. Like, he came in at nighttime. Right. You know what I mean? So I would stay at my mom's house 1 week and stay at my pop house 1 week. That's, we just going back and forth. But the week I was with him, I had to do a whole bunch of stuff because he didn't come in until nighttime. And one thing that I always said was like, you know what? I want to make sure with my son's 3, I want to make sure I'm always around because he always worked all till nighttime. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like, and I want to bring this all together, utilize the things that you went through growing up and use that as fuel to make sure you move differently now. So like, you didn't have a daddy in life, so you want to make sure that you active in general. My dad, I had my dad in my life, but he worked all the way till 10 o'clock at night driving trucks. So now I'm like, I got to make sure I'm home now. And it's funny because I'm home at 5 o'clock every single night. I pick my son up from school at 5 o'clock and I'm on dad mode till the rest of the night. You talk to me, yeah, I'm on dad mode right now. I'm on dad mode. Because I know what it's like. You're not seeing your dad till nighttime. So like, no, yo, you can't call me and ask me to pull up nowhere at the 5.
It creates a kind of like a trauma that we don't even know that we really had.
That's a fact. So let's, you know, that's a whole, we get into a whole nother conversation, but I want to get back into the, you know, the business stuff for people that's like, they're trying to get started. You know, first and foremost is to spark the convo. Like, if someone wanted to get started in rental cars today, like I'm talking about today, how fast could they see their first check? I mean, check not $1 million. I'm talking about check like $100, $200. How fast they can see their first return?
So it depends on where you're starting from. Are you starting from having good credit, or are you starting from having bad credit?
Let's say bad credit and good credit.
Right, so
let's cut it down the middle.
We're gonna start off with the bad credit. It depends on, you know, what connections you have, how many people, who can you get to, you know, fix your credit, repair your credit, or is the credit repair effective? You feel me? So first you would start off with, if you start with bad credit, you gotta repair your credit. Whatever negative items is on your credit report, collections, charge or credit cards, you gotta get that off. That alone might take 3 months. You feel me? 3 months to get the negative items removed from your credit report. And then as you get them removed, now you got to take another 3 to 4 months to build your score. You feel me? When dealing with auto loans, they care about the report, but the cards you really want is the economy cards. So you feel me? They'll give you 20 to 30,000 without ever having a car loan before. You feel me? But if you're starting off with good credit, it's as simple as same day. Like, you can go to the dealership, get a Honda Accord listed for $100 a day. First check right there. Like, it's really that easy.
You know, it's funny you said that because I was in rental car business. Like I was telling you that before. I had 3 cars for rental cars, but I remember like it was yesterday. I used Turo. I know you do private, which you want to get into. I remember when I first listed, I got an Impala and I listed it for rental. I put the Impala up. I remember this like it was yesterday. I put the Impala up at 1 o'clock. I took a nap. I had a booking at 4 o'clock. I woke up at like, let's say I took a 2-hour nap. I woke up, I had a book. I don't know what time it came, but sometime during my nap, I woke up, I had a booking for I had it for $64 a day. You know, they say rent it a little low to get your reviews up. Yeah, and I was like, yo, this crap is real. My note on the car was $230. I was like, wait a minute. Bro, they rented this for 1 day for $64?
Bro, my first car was a 2015 Infiniti Q40. Bro, the car note was $230. I was renting a car for $800 a week. As soon as I listed the car stayed out for 2 months straight. That's why I'm like, yeah, this shit's serious. Like, that one car alone motivated me to quit my job.
Wait. So did you quit it? How fast did you quit after that first? From that first day getting rented out, how long ago did you after that?
My second car, I quit. I'm like, I'm out. Like, because I was also in a mindset of, now, since I'm working, I feel like I got a sense of security to fall back on.
Yeah.
But if I'm not working and I'm only doing car rentals, I don't have no choice. I ain't no plan B. Like, I gotta go full throttle with this shit. Like, I can't even like be running bush with it. So I'm like, second car, This is at the time I was with the mother of my child, and she like, I think you should quit. I'm like, I told her mom, I'm like, Mom, how you feel about that? Like, you think I should quit? She was like, I don't think you should quit. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea at all. You have a federal government job, because they got the older mindset where as though like they don't know about the entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got the mother of my child saying this, I got my mom saying this, and I just ended up like, I'm like, no, I'm gonna just quit. I'm gonna go full throttle. Like, I gotta take it serious because like the more time I got to perfect my craft, which is the car rentals, the faster it's going. Not faster, but like, the more consistent, the more I'm working towards it, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna get somewhere with this. Like, if I give it my all.
So you got the Infiniti. What was the second car?
2008 Honda Accord.
2008 Honda Accord. And what was the third car?
2014 Nissan Altima, white one.
So what I'm realizing, besides the first car, because the first car was a car that was your personal car.
That's my personal car.
That was your personal car.
House because I had no car because I wanted to rent it out.
Which that's another key thing.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm realizing, the cars you start getting after that first car was economy cars. Why is economy cars so important? Because like success leaves clues.
So I would say the economy cars is like the ones that's recommended is because like, for example, accidents gonna happen. Somebody gonna scratch another car, hit another car, or just do some accidents happen. You feel me? So like the economy cars is one that's easier to get. The 2008 Honda car I paid $3,000 for. Listed it for $400 a week. It stayed out for a year straight. The day I got it stayed out for a year straight.
Damn.
The second car, the 2014 Altima, listed that for $500 a week. Stayed out 2 years straight from a homie. One of my homies, he had no car. He was doing whatever he did to make money, paying me my $500 a week. I paid, I think it was like $4,000 for that. $4,000, $4,500 for that. And
so with 2 months, you already made back all the money you paid for it.
And sold it for the same price I bought it for to him. After he done spent
no disrespect, bro, but you a fool.
Like,
you a fool,
bro. But I definitely would say start out with the economy cars because it's like the easier to get it, the easier to get your hands on is that, and then like when stuff go wrong, for example, a headlight on a Nissan Altima would probably be $60. And me, I was doing everything myself. Like, I'm fixing the cars myself. That's another thing I started off doing. I was fixing cars. Like, while I was driving trucks, my side hustle was pulling up, doing oil changes, doing brake changes, changing rotors, alternators.
Word?
I'm doing.
Shoot.
Can you start it? You know what I'm saying? Like, rip the way up the ladder, but like, doing oil changes, doing brakes. So anytime something happened with the cars, I'm doing it myself. I'm talking like, car getting an accident, you need a hood. All right. At the time, when I first started, I wasn't even charging people deposits. I'm not going to lie. I was just sending them out. So I'm coming out of my pocket unless the person that's having the cars, they willing to, be thorough and pay for it. But like, if not, I'm getting the parts myself and I'm outside, like in front of Duke's crib, 3 a.m, changing the hood, headlights, fenders, fucking airbags. Like, I'm like, a car gets smacked out, it's just the airbag. All right, that's light. I'm going to do that myself. 2 clips on the side, pop it out. Well, unhook the battery first.
Was you like on YouTube or?
I started on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube and my uncle. My uncle used to fix cars. So he taught me that too.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you went and started getting economy cars. You recommend people get into the economy cars. So I got a question. You said if you don't have the best credit, it's going to take some time to get your credit situated. Do you advise for people that don't have good credit and they get into economy cars, 5K, 6K, 7K, do those pay here and buy here, pay here loans if the amount you rent? Because if your buy here, pay here note is $400 a month for it, really it's supposed to be $200 a month, but you're paying $400. But do you rent it out for $400 a week? Like 4, 8, 12, 16, you still making more money than what the interest is, but does it make sense? Would you recommend?
So me personally, anytime I buy a car, I make sure that the first week. So if I rent a car for $500 a week, that first week gotta cover the car note.
Okay.
So the rest of my 3 weeks out of the month is all profit.
Okay.
So as long as the numbers make sense, the buy here, pay here, it might be cool as long as the numbers make sense. As long as,
but don't stay in it.
Don't stay in it.
Okay.
Definitely don't stay in it. But if the numbers make sense and it's a temporary or quickly get this car, get out on the road making me money, and the first week of rental or renting out, gonna pay for the car note, I'm gonna do it.
But also too, full disclosure, while you're just because you got into just because you were able to get into something and not have the best credit doesn't mean you keep not having good credit.
Right.
Work on your credit behind the scenes while you working whatever you can work in now. So your next car doesn't have to be a buy here, pay here situation. You just doing this on your first move. Like I tell people in real estate, when you working with lenders, sometimes your first lender, if you don't have any experience, they hit you over the head. Your interest rate may be higher, your down payment may be higher. It may not be the best situation. But you're utilizing that. So now when you go back to your second deal, they're like, oh, you already paid, you already did a deal, you paid us back, we clear. You know what, your second deal, we can lower your points, lower your interest rate, lower your down payment. So we're getting in how we can get in, but we don't stay in that rate.
Right.
We stay.
Or like what I tell people like who have bad credit and want to get into the car owner business, right? I'm sure everybody know a person that got a car just sitting around.
Oh yeah.
That's another easy way to get in there. I got one of my brothers is it's three of us. We all got our own rental car businesses. You feel me? So one of them, he's strictly partnerships. Like he don't own
none of it.
You feel me? And I told him that like, yo, you got bad credit, but you feel me? At first he started off buying cars cash. I'm like, bro, start getting other people to give you their cars. You feel me? You break the percentage down, and now you got 30 cars, and none of them yours. There's less liability. You feel me?
Let's touch on that. So that's a JV business, right?
Yeah,
joint venture.
Yeah, joint venture.
So can you explain the joint venture? Because if somebody on here that's watching, they don't have the best credit. How can you get this 30 cars or even 5 cars JV? Like, how would you approach the person? What is this percentage like, and how can you run it up?
So, for example, say if you got a homie where it's all right, he got a 2014 Nissan Altima sitting around. You feel me? The first approach is, yo, bro, I got a way we can make some money. Everybody like money. Ain't nobody gonna turn down money, especially if it's passively. They don't gotta do nothing. All they gotta do is sit back and make some money. Come to him or her with the approach. Listen, bro, I know you got the little Altima sitting in the backyard. You feel me? I know we can make some money off that joint. You feel me? So we gon' you come with the approach. You come to him with a really direct breakdown of like how we gonna do everything. If a car get into an accident, how we gonna go about it? If a car get tickets, how we gonna go about it? You feel me? But always make sure it's less liability on them so that they'll want to, do that business deal with
like
you.
Insurance and stuff.
Yeah. So come to them with that deal, come to them with that offering, and just be like, yo, bro, we can make some money off this joint. Look, we rent this joint out for $400 a week, $500 a week. We break it down 20-80, 70-30.
80 their way?
80 their way.
Dang.
20-80.
That's a no-brainer.
70-30, 35-65, however you feel as though the percentage is fair for both of y'all break it down. You feel me? You give them the bigger percentage and you take the small percentage, because in that instance you gotta think about the long run. You feel me? This is one car, this is one JV. You feel me? He probably know people that got cars sitting around, you feel me? And they be happy with the percentage.
Got me making money. I ain't even doing nothing.
Word of mouth.
Sending it to me.
Bro, that's how I started off. All word of mouth. Word of mouth for Instagram. But it was mainly like word of mouth. I didn't know how to market, and I didn't really know how to really network. Well, that was networking. But I didn't really know how to go into the rooms and talk. But I knew people that knew people. So I knew, all right, I do good business with this one person. You feel me? They gonna spread the word, and next thing you know, I got 50 cars.
And the other thing I like about that is, like, let's just, so to stamp this, like, I know you just added a Rolls Royce Cullinan, a Cybertruck, yours. You added some top quality cars, but do you own these cars?
Nope. Out for free.
Your JV. So, like, this is a real thing that you guys can go ahead and do, not just on economy, but also on a luxury as well. But the luxury, you want to be careful, because that's a real
with
heavy
the luxuries thing. With the luxury cars, when you're dealing with higher clientele, people who own the Rolls Royce Cullinans and the Lamborghini Uruses and the Cybertrucks. Now, them people, they want to see testimonials. They want to see where you came from, where you started from, and where you at now. Because me alone, I might get a deal with a person that own a Ferrari Spider, and they'll go on my Instagram page. They'll see where I started from and where I'm at now, and they'll be like, yeah, take it. I see you hungry. I trust you. Like,
And it's down to having good relationships, and actually and keeping good relationships. Like, for example, I don't think I ever told you this. My guy, you had needed a I want to get into the prime thing too. But you needed one of my car. You needed an extra car for prime because you were overbooked. I called my guy. He had a G-Wagon. He literally said, "Yo, you sure? Is this your guy?" I said, "It's my guy." He asked me. He said, "Are you sure it's cool for me to tell him where I live at to pick the car up and give him the keys? Do you sure?" I said, "Yo, this is my guy. Trust me. He gonna make sure that car come back cool. You don't gotta worry about nobody breaking you out. Everything." He said, "All right, tell him to come in." He said the address. You can't pick up the keys. You just dropped it off whenever you was done. Having good relationship and keeping good relationships so your name comes up positive in other conversations. All I had to do was say, "I don't know." The whole deal would have been dead.
You're working at a job that may not be the best job in the world. It may not be the most fulfilling, but it's getting the job done. You have a 401k. You have a retirement plan. You have a retirement account. You may even have some cash sitting on the side, but you're not fully fulfilled in what you're doing. Now, the solution is not just jump ship and quit your job. The solution is find something to take that extra money you have sitting on the side and put it into something that may fulfill you and may live even past your working years. And what that solution is real estate. My name is Derek Boone, and I'm a real estate investor in Philadelphia. I own over $8 million worth of real estate, and I utilize a lot of different strategies to build my real estate empire. And this is all things you can do without quitting your job. So what I want you to do is go to my free training. I'm going to show you the 4 simple steps you can utilize to get into real estate while still working your job. You don't have to do this 8 hours a day, but now you could generate wealth, you could generate cash flow, and you could generate equity, and you could generate things that are going to pass down to your kids and your grandkids that can move the money that you have sitting on the side into something that's actually going to grow. So all you have to do is go to fundedandclosed.com or just click the link somewhere in this video so you can join the free training, 100% free. You don't have to pay for anything. I just want to show you a couple things that can help move the money from sitting all the way into something that's growing.
That's it. And that deal, I probably made him $3,000 in 2 days. That easy. He in the crib.
His note is $3,000. He paid his note for the whole month. The other 28 days, 29 days was free.
That easy.
Crazy.
No risk because I'm driving it. You feel me? We go to a prime. For 3 hours. We cooking them for $500 an hour.
Touch on that. So what is the prime? What is the prime thing? How does that work? I want to touch on that.
So for example, prime season. Prime season is definitely a moneymaker. For example, Cullinans, the Urus, the G-Wagon.
Even the Benzes.
Even the Benzes, you feel me? BMWs, M5s, everything. We might price them from black trucks. We might price them anywhere from $200 an hour to, $500 an hour, you feel me? Based on the demand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's easy money. If you the only, like for example, in Philly, I'm like the only company who has those cars, so it's like they already know who to call.
Yeah.
Yo, I need a Cullinan, I need a Urus, I need a Cybertruck, I need a BMW 760 joint that just came out. I need whatever you need, I got it. If I don't have it, I know somebody that got it. Because I know somebody that's gonna trust me enough to do business with me. Or I know somebody that might know that person that's willing to, all right, let's make some cool crash real quick. It's less liability. Why would I not do it? You feel me?
So if someone's about to go on prime and then they basically want to have a nice car to go off on prime, they pay you $200, $300, $400, $500 an hour to go ahead and pull up at their prime. They can take pictures on and then take them to the prime. They're not driving these cars.
They're not even driving in the back seat. And
so we chauffeur.
We chauffeur. And we doing we'll do it towards it's like 2 hours minimum. 3 hours minimum. You feel me?
That's easy money.
Easy money.
I know for my car, I got an AMG. I got a couple cars, but I guess my higher tier car, I guess you want to call it, is an AMG GT63. We be charging. What you say?
My baby.
You can have it, bro. You can come grab that on anytime, bro. For real. I had we was renting it out for prime. This prime season, we were renting out the prime 2 days a week. For 8 weeks? Every week we was running out for 2 days a week, and we were charging $1,000 for we charging $1,000 for the evening. So basically, it was easy. We charging $1,000 for the evening, and basically come get them at 6 o'clock, take them to prom, and then come back. Like, it was just a drop off. Like,
whole time, the gas you spent on driving them probably $30.
And you know the best part about it was I wasn't even doing anything. Like, I had my man, he went ahead and did everything, gave him a couple $100, and I just was basically getting a free $600, $700, and I wasn't, because we was doing like a 60-40 thing, so I was getting $600. I didn't even do nothing. He picked it up from the house and then dropped it off back at the house. I didn't do anything.
Whole time you in the crib, like.
Yeah. And the best part about it, he was finding the clients. He just took he literally took my car, took a picture of it, posted it 100 times a day, and it was like, I got another one, picked it up. I was just like, cool, go ahead. So to piggyback off the JV thing, that crap works because I was a JV person. So let's fast forward. So you talked on a couple different things, like how to get your first car with good credit, how to get your first car with bad credit, how much you can rent it out for, different things like that. Now I want to talk about scale. How do you go from that 1 car to 10 cars? How do you go from that 1 car to 20 cars? Like, how do you get multiple cars in one day? Like, how do you, I don't say finagle because, I don't want to get shut down. How do you work the banks to where you getting them cars fast?
So a lot of people don't know that when you say if you go to the bank, right? You get an auto loan for $70,000, $40,000. A lot of people don't know. Once you say you get that loan from the bank for that $70,000 or that $40,000, you go straight to the dealership to get a car. A lot of people don't know that there's like major game right here. Like this like the biggest cheat code. And I'm just giving it to y'all. A lot of people don't know that car might take at least 3 weeks to a month to report in your credit report. You feel me? So I go get an auto loan from them. That same day, I might get an auto loan from Wells Fargo. Then I might go to Citizens. I get an auto loan. As many banks as there is as many cars you have. Is as simple as that. And that's a major cheat code. Like every bank that offers an auto loan, I don't care if it's a bank in Alabama. Any bank, as many banks as it is, you can get auto loan with them. Like, it's that easy. And you can use the same method. Everything that you put on one application, put on another application. You know what I mean? It's a repeated cycle.
So basically, I get approved from Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo approves me for an auto loan. I get the car. So let's say I get up. You correct me if I'm wrong. I get up 9 o'clock in the morning. I go to as soon as Ford opens up, I'll go in and I get a Ford Mustang. I live in a nicer part of the world, Miami or something. I get a Ford Mustang. Boom. 9 o'clock. I'm in there from 9 to 10. I get approved. Boom. I walk out that car. I go to Honda at 10:30 and I get approved for a Honda Civic, and then I go boom. Then I go to another one, but none of these things reported my credit report yet.
And then there's another cheat code. Whereas though, say you go to Ford dealership, right? They deal with 15 banks, right? They deal with 15 banks. They deal with Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Police and Fire, Navy Federal. It don't even matter the name. If Ford approve you for $30,000, say, because what the dealerships do. I don't recommend this because then you might have a lot of inquiries on your credit report. Right. But you feel me? If you go to the dealership, you know what I'm saying, and you go to the dealership, they might send you a report of the 15 banks. You feel me? Most likely, they are going to tell you what a bank approved you for the best rate. But 9 times out of 10, all them banks probably approved you. So now you can you can leave that card. You can leave that. I did it before. Like, I'm not just saying this because I heard about it. No, I'm actually doing this shit. Like, I'm actually in the field, like, doing this. All 15 of the banks might approve you. You can leave off that lot with 7 cars, 6 cars.
Hold up.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Yeah. Because it's car salesmen just want to sell some shit.
They don't care. So, you could...
Explain this. This some game. This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah, so, it's as easy as, bro... Chase might give me, so they'll tell you, say if you in there for 1 car, right? A lot of people don't know, they're not going there to get multiple cars. They're going in there to get 1 car. Yeah. So they're going to come back with you. They're going to come back to you with which bank gave you the best interest rate, the lowest payment, because they know nobody, the cheaper the better.
Right.
But the whole time, it's like 7 other banks that approved you. You feel me? So if they approved you for $30,000, if that dealership got multiple cars under $30,000, I can buy them all. And now I just started a whole rental car fleet in one day.
So do you ask them, So they say, hey, Wells Fargo came back, approved you. We can get you the car. You can walk out in 30 minutes. Do you ask them? Okay, I understand Wells Fargo, but who do you ask? Who else approved?
Yeah. So me personally, like me from my experience, I'll come in there. I ask them like, all right, how many banks approve me? You feel me? So now I know what I'm working with. Now I know that, all right, it's multiple banks that approve me. So now I know, all right, bet Wells Fargo gave me 14,000 or Chase gave me 30,000. All right, bet what cards I got that I can get out the door with that 14,000 and that $30,000 check.
Damn.
So now that you're getting multiple cars, you're able to negotiate. Now I'm negotiating. Now that car might be 20,000. Now I'm talking about I got 15 for you. I'm leaving with multiple cars, bro. You feel me? What we talking about?
Yeah.
They're not gonna turn it down.
Yeah,
they just made 100,000 off me from the banks.
They negotiate on one car. I know 15.
Come on now.
That's a lot of game. So I'm walking in. I let them run my credit, and they approve. And I get ran through 15 banks, but I get 7 approves. And now I just go ahead and walk out with 7 cars because I just get 1 approval for each bank, and they all run my credit at one time. Damn. So you can walk up the lot with 7 cars right at the gate.
You just started your whole rental car fleet in 3 hours.
But also be transparent with them. Like, don't walk off with 7 colonies. Like,
facts,
you know,
facts.
just showing that you can manage.
It's not. So I would say one dealing with
if you can even get approved for something.
Facts. That's what I'm about to break down. So one starting off, especially if you never had an auto loan before, you gotta build your credit report because it's tiers to the auto loan shit. You feel me? So you gotta start off with tier 1, $14,000 cars, $14,000 cars. Then tier 1 might be $14,000 to $20,000 cars. Tier 2 might be $30,000 to $40,000 cars. You feel me? Tier 4 might be $40,000 to $50,000 cars. You feel me? You gotta work your way up through the tiers. You're not gonna go into the bank from the rip and get approved for a fucking Maserati that's $70,000.
Yeah.
You never ever had all of them before.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? You gotta build the trust with the banks. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta at least hold each tier. Me personally, I was holding them. When I started off, I was holding them for like 7 months until like one time I just had like a reality check and I'm just sitting in the crib thinking, you know, everybody got that moment when they're in the crib and they just like having these deep thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, maybe I can speed up the process and me, you know, working my way up through the tiers. Let me take it down from 7 months to 3 months. Let me hold this car for 3 to 4 months. You feel me? Either trade it in. I'm gonna just say you can trade it in. You feel me? You trade that car and you hold it for them 3 months, and now the bank you show the bank that all right, he can be trusted with 30,000. Let's get him 50,000. Okay. Hold that 50,000 for 3 or 4 months. All right, he paying that 50,000 on time. You feel me? He reliable with that 50,000. Let's give him 70. I ain't gonna say 3 months. I'm gonna say at least 5. I ain't gonna say a lot, but definitely at least 5 months with each tier to be able to. The benefits of holding it is building that trust, and so that you can get to the next tier without putting in no money.
That's a fact. When I bought my AMG, it's a 2019 AMG. I bought it in 2021, and the guy told me, he said I bought it for 150,000, 148 or whatever. Let's just say 150,000, and I put $30,000 down. It was 25 grand, I think was the actual, and then it was like 5,000 for like taxes, whatever. How they broke up the 30, And I was like, damn, like I don't really, cause this is not my first car. I bought multiple cars before, and I'm always walking in, walking out. But this is my first time buying a car with 100,000. So they was like, look, the guy, this is how I got smooth talking too. That's another conversation. But he said, look, if you get this and you pay this on time, I promise you. He said, because now you in that over $100,000 tier. He said, I promise you, the next time you get a car, like right now, I'm not really pressed to get another car because you know we in Philly and also just no, I'm not pressed like that. He said, the next time you come back to get the car, he said, I promise you,
they just won't give it to you.
He said, it's gonna be way smooth. He said, just give us a year of on-time payment. He said, I promise you, it's gonna be way smoother. And I was like, all right. So what you saying is true. Like I heard it directly, not from the salesperson. This was the accounting person in the back office when I'm doing the paperwork. He told me, he said, just give us a year. He said, when you come back, he said you can get damn near anything because you went ahead and made sure in this tier you're in, you was on point. So what you saying is 100% a fact.
Bro, when I go into the dealerships, one thing I learned is like when I go into the dealership, they already like as soon as I start talking, they like, oh, this motherfucker know what he's talking about. I'm not even going. I'm not even going to fuck around with him. Like, I'm not saying, oh well, you need this warranty, you need that warranty. One, a lot of people don't know. Like this another little piece of game. You feel me? Me personally, I don't buy no cars that's older than 2 years old, and the reason for that is because
wait, that's not older than 2 years old.
That's no older than 2 or 3 years old.
So this is 2024. You don't buy nothing in 2021.
Yeah, I'm buying. I probably said it wrong. I'm buying 2021 and above.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The shot kicking in a little
bit.
It's kicking in. But I won't go no older than 2021. And the reason for that is because a lot of cars come with manufacturer warranties that people don't know about. So when you go to a dealership, they automatically gonna try to sell you a warranty. That warranty might be fucking $5,000, $6,000. Whole time it's a brand new car. You feel me? Whole time a lot of people don't know is those cars come with free warranties for 5 to 6 years. You feel me? Toyota warranty is like 6 years, 100,000 miles. You feel me? So anything go wrong with that car, anything go wrong with that engine, that transmission, you take it to them, they fixing it for free. You feel me?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't. So he the car guy. You know that? Damn.
Yeah, it's that easy. But sometimes what they'll do is they'll try to sell you the extended warranty that might.
You don't even need it.
You don't need it. Nobody. I know me personally. I'm not keeping the car because of how I am. I get bored, so I'm not keeping the car for longer than a year. So I'm not getting extended warranty. I'm not getting tire and wheel package. I'm probably never going to use it. That's just me.
They sold me the tire and wheel package.
Even that. Look, a lot of people don't know. Get the tire and wheel package, the paint protection, whatever they be saying, all of that is refundable. So then this is another piece of game, right? You can get all of that, right? So you go to the dealership, you get that $5,000 extended warranty, you get that $1,000 gap. Don't keep gap. Never get rid of gap. But you get that $6,000 extended warranty. You get that $9,000 gap. You get that $1,200, $1,500 paint protection bullshit that they be trying to get you to buy.
Yeah.
You feel me? People don't know that you can get that refunded. So now you get that refunded. You get all of it when you initially buy the car because now it's like, all right, that just added an extra $10,000 to my loan. You feel me? So now, once the loan is finalized, I go back to the dealership. I ask for a refund for everything. So now it just looks like
didn't use it.
I'm not using it.
Yo.
So now I just took off. So now it look like in a month I just paid $10,000 on the auto loan that fast. So now they looking like, oh shit, he really like we can lend him more money. They don't know that they refunding the money. All they know is that the money is being back deducted off the loan. You feel me?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Do you get paint protection and stuff on your car? You just get it because you move in and out so fast.
Cheaper to get it done by the shop. Because the dealers use that shop to make money.
Mm-hmm.
For like 2 or 3K
on top.
Exactly.
So you just go directly to the shop and save more money.
And time. Because you go to the dealership, they might have your car for a week.
Yeah.
You feel me? You go to a shop, it's 2 days, 1 day. You feel me? And it's cheaper.
Yeah, hella cheaper. Yo, they got me for the tire and wheel package. I paid $5K for the tire and wheel package. I made sure I used it though. I used it though. I used it on purpose. I used it though. I don't even want to get in there, but I definitely used it. That's wild.
Yeah, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, bro.
I did not know that.
There's so many cheat codes to this shit, bro, on getting, like, people be wondering, like, bro, how the fuck you go in there? Oh, my God, I got a story for y'all. This is a crazy story. This is a crazy story. So, the first Corvette I ever had, right, I was 22 and I got my first C8 Corvette, $80,000 car. I'm driving around Philly in a coupe. I'm driving around my dream car at 22 years old, right? Mind you, this how you know God work his magic in the ways he want to work it. You feel me? So I'm driving around, boom. Mind you, I put down $7,500 for that Corvette, right? So mind you, I had the car for 2 months. I get a call from the dealership. This is how you know God was just on my side. He like, no, not yet. You don't need this yet. You feel me? So I get a call from the dealership. I get a call from the dealership. And they like, yo, Bank of America don't want to fund the loan. We need the car back. I'm like, damn. Even if I put down more money, I said, tell him I got 15,000 for him. You feel me? I'm young. I'm just happy to be in my dream car. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you know, God always on my side. I can definitely say that. So I said, yo, tell him I got 15,000. Takes me back a week later. Yeah, we've been trying to fight for them to bite for the 15,000. They not with it. I'm like, all right, bet. What's the next steps? You know, we'll give you we give you all the money that you put down and just give us both keys back in the car. I'm like, all right, bet y'all gonna come get it because I'm not driving for hours. He's like, all right, bet we'll come get it. We bring you your money in cash. You give us a car. Boom, done deal. Right. Boom. A year later, that motivated me. That alone, that like, you know, stuff like that mess with your pride a little bit. So ever since I was motivated, I gotta get my Corvette back. So a year later, around the same exact time, I said, yo, I gotta get another Corvette. Like, I gotta get my dream car back. Like, they just play with me. So a year later, I get it back. This time, I get it back. This is how everything went, right? We go into the dealership.
I remember this still.
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah. We go into the dealership, right? Mind you, I just got the M5. The M5 competition is the $80,000 car. I got that with no money down. No money down. $80,000 car, 20,000 miles on it. You feel me? It's not brand new, but M5s kind of hold their value a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get the M5 competition the day before, right? I go into Chevrolet of Atlantic City, right? I go in there, all right, boom, I'm trying to get the Corvette. He like, yeah, Bank of America. No, what they say? I think it was Wells Fargo at first. No, PNC. PNC wants you to put down $3,000. I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. I just want my car back. Like, I'm not really asking no questions. Like, I got the money, you feel me? I can do it 3-4 times. You know, anytime you make a big purchase, I don't care if it's 2,000, 1,000. If you can't do it 2 or 3 times, don't do it. You know, came to my realization, all right, I can do that. Boom. I get the car. Deal is done. Paper sign. I walk outside, I'm recording the car. And when we was about to pull off, I had a reality check. I'm like, something not right. I just got approved for an $80,000 car with no money down. Why they making me put down money for a car that's $75,000 out the door? That's not making sense. So I called PNC. I'm like, yo, ask to speak to the loan department. So the dealers will lie and they'll say that the bank is requesting to put down money. But in reality, it's them because that money that you put down, it goes into their pocket. So I called PNC.
Oh, shit.
I called PNC. It depends. In this situation, it definitely depends. Like when you're talking about exotic cars, like your situation, it probably really was.
No, I didn't say that part, but I fought for it. Yeah. They wanted like a 50 ball at first, and I got it down to 25.
Yeah, so I called PNC. I'm like, yo, I'm on hold for like 30 minutes, going through different departments to get to the actual department that I needed to talk to. And I'm like, did y'all request for me to put down $3,000 to get this car? It was like, no, sir, we don't do that. We either approve you or we deny you. So I'm like, I talked to Say, that's my little brother. I'm like to say, I'm like, bro, I told you something went right. So I go in there, I'm like, yo, I just got the phone. Mind you, I still got them on the phone. Yeah. You feel me? So they can confirm it. Yeah. I'm like, yo, PNC didn't request for me to put down $3,000. It was like, we just felt as though that was the best to get you approved for the car. You feel me? So I'm like, bullshit, I need my $3,000 back. You feel me? They was like, I don't think we can do it. I'm like, you can do it. The deal's not even done yet. I didn't even pull off. The car didn't even got no extra miles on it. Another cheat code with that is, people don't know you got 30 days to return a car once you buy a car. It's called your right of rescission. You feel me? You got 30 days to keep a car and no more than, I think it's certain dealership, they put mile restrictions on it. But I think some dealerships might do 1,500 miles in a month. But you got 30 days after you purchase the car to return it if you don't want to keep it. But back to what we were talking about. I go into the dealership. I'm like, yo, PNC said that PNC said they didn't require me to put in that 3,000. They like, all right, I don't think they might approve. I'm like, bro, I got them on the phone. Like, they're on the phone listening to us all talk. You feel me? So they like, yeah, we didn't. That's not us. So after a heated debate, going back and forth, they gave my money back. I got the Corvette with no money down.
Wow.
Had to re-sign all the papers. It was mad. It was mad. Like, it was mad.
You beat the system.
I beat the system. Mind you, I asked him, I said, so a lot of people don't know, dealerships don't, a lot of dealerships, Toyota is the only, Toyota and Lexus, well, Toyota is Lexus.
Yeah.
Toyota is the only dealership that owns their cars outright. A lot of the other dealerships are, you know, they got a lot of credit. And they're literally like, you know, same way we getting cars, like, they're financing them. Or they're getting them with a big line of credit, $20 million line of credit, $1 million line of credit. And they're,
at the end of the month, they be trying to get rid of them.
At the end of the month, they trying to get rid of them. You feel me? But a lot of people don't know that they don't own, a lot of dealerships don't own their cars outright. So me, I'm coming in, I'm asking them this from the rip. How long this car been on the lot? How long y'all had this car? How long it's been on the lot? And how much did y'all pay for the car? Once I asked that, they like, fuck.
You know something. You know something. You know something.
How the fuck, like, how he know, like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, how much you owe in the car? When I ask them, they face be like, yeah, how much you owe in the car, so I know how much negotiating power I got. You feel me? So I might go, they might have brought the car, for example, on the Corvette, they said they only was gonna make 3,000. So that's why they charged me the 3,000.
Nah.
This before,
nah.
Yeah.
So
they saying, yeah, we only brought it for 70,000, or it was like 70 or 72,000. So that's why we selling it for, you feel me, 75,000, 76,000.
That's not
we
my
only
problem.
gonna profit 3,000. So I'm like, all right, cool. I still need my money back though.
Yeah.
Like, that don't got nothing to do with me. The whole time, they probably lying. They probably bought the car for 60,000. You feel me? But yeah, a lot of people don't know that dealerships don't own their cars outright. So regardless, anywhere you go, be prepared to negotiate. Just be able to ask the right questions. You feel me? Because especially if a car been sitting on a lot for 3 months, 2 months, or they trying to get that car out of there.
Yeah, they trying to get that car out of there.
They not like my GMC. I got a 2023 GMC Yukon Denali diesel engine. The diesel engine is hard as shit to find. That's an $85,000 truck. Bro, I got that truck for 73 grand because they had it for fucking 4 months. I talked them down almost 15,000.
They want to get rid of it because every month they pay. That's
Don't fall for the okie doke.
That's some
Go in there and negotiate. Like, bro, it's another negotiating, John. I did. I didn't do so many, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was a time where I had went in there. I had got. This is when I was. I went to Frederick's. What is it? Fredericksburg in Maryland. Something Frederick. The CarMax. Mind you, CarMax don't usually negotiate. They're literally like, they solid. Like, ain't
because their numbers already low.
Their numbers is already at market price.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I was buying 3 cars. I'm like, yo, mind you, I didn't buy all of them, but I brought me and I brought 2 of my mentees, and they both brought cars too. I'm like, listen, we got 3 cars. We not here with 3 cars. I need at least 2,000 of all these things. Bro, that was 6,000 of all of them.
They took it off?
They took it off. And this is CarMax, bro. CarMax do not go down on their prices.
Yeah, they firm. They firm.
Like,
even when you selling a car, like, this is what we can give you.
It's firm.
They firm. They firm. Yo, so I want to touch on this. You just said something, and you said mentees. You help 2 of your mentees get cars. So do you, like, touch on that? Do you help people get access to rental cars?
For sure. I got a community where it's teaching people the ins and outs. You know, how to go into the dealerships, how to negotiate the deals, how to structure the credit report. I even teach people how to skip tiers. Like, the tiers I was talking about earlier, where the first tier, 15,000. I'm teaching people how to skip the tiers for free. You feel me? But y'all got a community where I'm teaching everything. I do one-on-one mentorships where it's though, you know, I'm really hands-on with you, where I'm teaching you, I'm going to the dealerships with you, I'm showing you how this shit is really supposed to be done, how to really go in there confidently and act, you know, not even acting like, go in there confidently because you knowing what you're getting into.
So you walking out with something.
You feel me? So you walking out with something, no money down, and making sure you're not getting fucked over on that deal.
How can somebody tap in with that?
They can tap in. Follow my Instagram, epic_rentals, EPOCH_rentals. Whereas I got the link in my bio to my community and also my one-on-one mentorships. And I also offer 30-minute consultations because you got some people who might already be situated with their rental car company, whereas though they don't need a one-on-one mentorship, or they might not even want to join the community. They might just have a quick question. You feel me? So I offer also 30-minute consultations.
That's lit. So one other thing, and you was telling me earlier you had like a number they could text, whatever.
Yeah, you could text Epic to 41375.
31375, right? So one thing I want you to so now we kind of like transition. What I want to do is, right,
41372. My apologies.
41372. Watch that. Watch that. 41. So you text Epic
EPOCH to 41372.
41372. So he can send you guys some information, some little hacks, some different things. So you know, we have to close it out, but before we close it out, you know, you made good money, you made decent money, you know, renting out cars, 50, 60 cars. What's one thing you did with your money where it's like, yo, I just went in and fucked it off. I just went and did some fun stuff, but the investment papers, I'm not mad at it. But what's one thing you did? Like, I had a good time where I did something dumb.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I never actually had a moment where I did something dumb.
Okay.
That's like, it's probably, you probably won't believe it, bro, but I strategically think on everything I do, every dollar I spend. Even if I'm having fun, bro, I'm thinking like, all right,
I agree with that.
Am I comfortably spending this money, or do I have to spend this money and worry about, damn, I just spent 60, I ain't gonna say 60,000, 5,000 or 10,000 on a fucking yacht or a condominium. You feel me? I'm strategically thinking like, can I afford this? You feel me? Because regardless, money management is very important. You feel me? A lot of people don't understand. It might, I'm not gonna say it's easy to make the money, but you can make the money, but can you keep the money? You feel me?
Important.
It's all about keeping the money. Because you feel me? Everybody got times of business where shit gets slow. Shit slow down, whereas though it's not coming in as fast as you know, you're used to it coming in. So now you gotta pivot and think on like, all right, I'm glad I spent how I spent when it was coming in, because now that shit is getting slow. I know how to get through it. You know what I'm saying?
And also too, you know, we gotta close it up, but also too, sometimes you can overspend not on dumb stuff, but overspend on investing. Like some of you guys can buy 3 luxury cars, and it was good move. Do you're investing, but you're investing in something that you weren't really ready for, so the money isn't coming back as fast. So you bought 3 AMG GT63s, and you're like, man, I'm gonna make all this money. You don't come back as fast because you don't know how to market them type of cars. Like he's saying, get in the economy first. So where now, like, I'm broke, not because I'm broke, but I'm broke because my money is tied into these investments. But I put down $25,000 each car, you know. So be mindful, not just spending frivolously on yachts and whatever, but also overspending on investments that you really not ready for. So I think that's important. But bro, again, bro, I'm extremely proud of you. Anything I can do to help, I'm always here. Whatever I can do. I'm glad you was able to come on the episode. I'm glad you doing your thing. I'm glad you rent out your cars. And I'm excited to see how far this takes. I know we just having a conversation about maybe getting into the jet business, different things. So like I'm excited to see how this thing changes, because I know by the time you're 30, it's going to be like. And I'm that guy that's like, yo, I want to see anybody around me. I want to see everybody to go past me. So that's what I'm big on, and I just love to see what you got going on. So again, thank you, and again, drop your Instagram handle so people can tap in with you.
First, even before I drop Instagram, I just want to publicly thank you. You feel me? Because you gave you're probably the only one of the people, probably the only person I'll ever give the big bro status to. You feel me? Because not a lot of people that's you feel me, I'm not gonna say you know I'm getting it with like a higher, you feel me, reaching down to, you know, provide that platform for, you know, the young bucks like me that's like, you know, really working, you feel me? And I appreciate that, like, and this coming from the heart. Like, I remember, bro, like, I never missed his lives. Like, this is when I was still figuring myself out. When he was wholesaling. You feel me? I'm on the lives. Him and Reek on the lives. Yeah. I'm in there with my notepad out, bro. Like, still figuring myself out. I'm trying to get into everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm in there. I'm missing. I got the live. I got the notifications coming to my phone every time they went live. Like. I appreciate you, bro. No, like sure, I remember watching you from like when I was, I'm not gonna say nobody, but like when I was like literally just moving around, figuring myself out. And now having the opportunity to, how we are now.
Yeah. I remember when we was in front of the Met, the Princess. Yeah, you pulled up. I said, this dude got a truck wrapped with his name on it?
Yeah, I pulled up and I said, bro, it's crazy, bro. We've been this is my exact word. I said, bro, how we from the same city and we have emotion in the same city and we never met each other.
And I'm like, I mean, we figure it out. And then then was at the, but so marketing and branding and how your first impression is important. So I'm not sitting there saying you guys need to go overspend to make you stand out in front of people. But at the same time, in your price range, I'm going to be totally honest. Nothing he said I cared about. This dude pulled up on me in was a Raptor?
A Raptor.
He pulled up on me in a Raptor wrapped in yellow with Epic Rentals on it. I was like this. Fuck is this? First off, people don't wrap the cars. Second, people ain't wrapped in a Raptor. I said, who the fuck is this? And then he like, man, I do X, Y, and Z, man. I'm just trying to just get to the next level. And I'm just like, I see. Ain't nobody, because you know what it reminded me? I used to go ahead and wrap my car where I buy houses on it. So I'm like, I related. I'm like, oh, he's serious. Like for you to pull up and go on dates and do different things with a car wrapped with your business on there and don't care. That means you don't care. You serious? Yeah. So I was like, that's the one. I don't know what you said that whole conversation. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you said. I said, yeah. I said he on something. Because remember, the next time I see him, I say, yo, where the truck at? Whatever. So I'm like, yo, definitely I appreciate those words. I can't wait to see him. Like I said, it's always whatever I can do to help. Just let me know I'm here though. But definitely appreciate you. No, yeah, for hell yeah. Definitely appreciate you, yo. And make sure you guys tap in. Text Epic to
41372.
And then, or click the link in his bio, send him a DM. Just tap in. If you guys looking to get started in your own rental car company, you may not want to get 60 rentals, but you might want to have 1, 2, or 3.